Bickley and Marotta Mornings. Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Bickley Blast.
Welcome to one of the strangest and most pleasing plot twists in the history of Arizona sports. For much of the season, the Suns have been in a skunk funk, a disconnected, disjointed, disappointing team that didn't seem to enjoy playing basketball for a living, and for much of the season, their results and their collective attitude astounded and appalled local viewers and national experts alike. Now, almost miraculously, the vibe is back, the joy is back, the winning is back. So what exactly are we watching here? The 1984 Suns were a 500 team that made an improbable run to the Western Conference Finals. Jimmy Butler once took the Heat from the number 8 seed to the NBA Finals, and you can't help but wonder if these Suns have that kind of magic inside of them. Either way, surrounding KD and Book with max effort, passionate, defensive-minded role players have brought out the very best in their two superstars. It's almost like somebody brought in an industrial-sized fan and blew out all the toxicity in the room. And now everything seems so new, so fresh, so sincere. Truly amazing that in a season full of last gasps, these Suns may yet end up with the last laugh. All right, today's Bickley Blast brought to you by my great friends at Chapman BMW, who make luxury attainable. Find them online at chapmanbmw.com.
You know, each possession, we're communicating better, we're scrambling better, we're rebounding better, and keeping the ball in front. You know, so we do those things. Those are our core things that we do on the defensive side of the ball, and that pretty much dictates the whole game for us. So first quarter wasn't as good for us. You see we got down 8, got down 10. But we started to tighten up on the pressure on the ball, crowding the paint, making them, find those shooters in the corners and contesting those shots. I think we was able to get back into the game and control the game.
Kevin Durant, after last night's game, talking about the defense kind of being at the backbone of the success last night. And he's right. The defense in the first quarter wasn't very good. They gave up 30 points. They trailed by 5 at the end of that quarter. Milwaukee hit 52% of its shots. The Suns were struggling with turnovers early. In fact, for the Suns to win a game, Bick, where they did not shoot the ball very well from three-point range, 14 of 36, but there was a 21-point differential in points off turnovers. The Suns were pretty sloppy with the ball last night. Milwaukee had 27 points off turnovers to 6 off of 7 turnovers that the Suns forced. That's just a defense that's getting a lot of stops. And then you look at the defensive rebounding numbers, 38 defensive rebounds for the Suns to 27 for Milwaukee. So they did a good job on the glass to kind of cover up for it. What we are seeing right now, based on what we saw for most of the season, just seems so improbable, but man, has it been a pleasant surprise to watch.
Oh, it's been astonishing that a team with no vibe suddenly is all vibe, right?
The fun and the joy of watching them and the joy that they're playing with return. I thought that was gone.
It's remarkable. It's truly remarkable that a team that seemed this agitated over whatever has become this team right here.
But I will say this, and we were both in agreement on this when things were going badly and things were at their darkest points. We never really pinpointed this as a team that had a lot of individual beef with each other. They didn't look like a team during timeouts that hated each other. And I know there was a couple of incidents with Mike Budenholzer and Kevin Durant. You should have seen the conversation that they had last night. It was constant. Anytime there was a free throw happening and Kevin Durant wasn't involved in the free throw, he was getting instruction and exchanging ideas with Mike Budenholzer. Nobody talked about it. So those things were blips. So I will say things were bad, but I still didn't expect this type of increase in vibe with everything. And Devin Booker talked about it too, and we talked about this earlier. The energy in the arena has been a bit increased as well.
Does the energy in the arena feel different to you guys the last couple of nights?
Yeah.
What makes it feel different to you?
Louder. You're in there too, aren't you?
I think so, too.
Yeah. It's fun. We're building on it. We feel it, and, we just got to stay with it. Like I said already, we put ourselves in this situation, so, it feels like the playoffs already. We got to have every game.
And the last 2 or 3 weeks, there's been numerous occasions where the crowd is reacting to what the team is putting out there, and then in turn, the team is feeding off that and hyping up the crowd. We didn't see that for 55 games.
It's the other thing that's just amazing is a team that was wholly unlikable to its fan base has become likable, and that's at the root of this. It's not just everybody knows how great Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are. It's these other elements that have been thrown into the mix that are really that has sparked the whole thing. Colin Gillespie, Ryan Dunn, Oso Ighodaro,
Cody Martin. And it feels so silly that possibly could have been the answer the entire time. Because Booker and Durant have been pretty good all year. Mm-hmm. It's not like they are having, they have had those 40-point games and the clutch shots recently, but they've played well all year.
But
is it
you have
just
to remember,
that simple that it's the vibes of these young energy guys?
It's the defense.
And how the pieces connect.
Yes.
Yeah, it starts with the defense.
Yeah, you surely remember some of these games where the Suns just couldn't stop anybody. And the miscommunications and looking at each other with hands thrown up, it was a recurring thing. I'm just stunned that here we are 70 games into the season, and they're finding something like this. It's remarkable. You remember that 84 Suns team, Vinny?
I do.
Larry Nance, Walter Davis.
James Edwards. Alvin Adams.
They upset Portland. They upset Utah. They got all the way to the Western Conference Finals against Magic, Showtime Lakers.
They got their teeth kicked in. Was Maurice Lucas on that team?
I don't know.
I seem to remember Maurice Lucas being on that team.
Okay.
Man, going way back.
But so it's I think people are wondering how far can they take this thing now? Because they're a completely different basketball team.
It is.
It's remarkable.
It's night and day.
It's absolutely. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
Sammy pointed out in the reboot that he's actually excited now to see what they could do in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Batman franchise fans that are really enjoying this because of that quote that always pops up. It's always darkest right before the dawn. It was dark a week ago Sunday at halftime. Was the low point of the season.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Playing a LeBron-less Lakers team and getting absolutely clowned on national TV.
That's it. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. They found something like this, and it's working.
It also helps that Kevin Durant's been just
he's been a beast
the last week.
Yeah, he's been a beast.
Well, to see Durant at the top of his game against Giannis doing what Giannis does, and Giannis made one basket outside of like 5 feet last night. I sigh very deeply or exhale very deeply every time he takes a jump shot.
Yeah,
because it's a break for the defense.
Yeah.
And then at the biggest point of the game, he makes a three. The first three-pointer he's made in a month.
Then he bricked a couple of free throws.
He did.
Like he always does.
It was nice of Giannis to provide the crowd with chicken. He gave everybody chicken. I was right. Maurice Lucas was on that team.
Who doesn't love free chicken?
Fans go crazy for free
it's
chicken.
Insane. Yes, I know it's insane.
I don't even know how many of them redeem the offer.
It doesn't matter.
But it is the promise of free chicken that people love.
It's unbelievable.
Thanks for watching Bickley and Marotta. Click to see the latest Bickley Blast and hit the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.